Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama.
Since I'm the source of all spiritual and material worlds, everything emanates from me. The wise who know this perfectly engage in my loving service and worship me with all their hearts. Aham Bija Dadami. Bhagavad Gita Krishna tells, I'm the seed-giving ultimate father and mother for all living beings. So how was he born? He's never born. But yet, by his own sweet will, he's born. The analogy is given of that the Lord has three features, each of them. Brahma, the all-pervading, the impersonal light that's within and without every place. It's unborn, undying, full of knowledge and unknown. A nature ecstatic. Not just happy, but ecstatic. Everything. Happiness that cannot be interrupted by pain.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hari Bol.
His chanting is with so much compassion. Parama Karuna Parundu Vijayani Lord. And he danced and he danced. He wasn't just performing like so many dancers. Every movement of his body during kirtan was an offering of pure love to Krishna. And that's what kirtan is. We move our bodies and dance, we're offering our mind through hearing the holy names, our voice chanting the holy names, our hearts by the sincerity with which we're hearing and chanting, and our entire bodies is an offering of sincere devotion, an offering of the intent to love God. Real kirtan is sharanagati. It's surrendering body, mind, heart. We want to control and show. It's Tuli Sarveshwareshwara. Ishvara Parama. Krishna is the ultimate, supreme controller of everything. Satchitananda Vigraha. This is very important. The principle of Bhagavan. Krishna's body, his personality, is eternal, full of knowledge and full of bliss. When Krishna appears within this world, apajanati mamudam manusinta. Unfortunate people think that he's like us, he just has a body. But Krishna's body is eternal, full of knowledge. Because the beautiful pastimes that he performed at that time are recorded in these wonderful scriptures and are forever in the hearts of great devotees. Satyante Pratijani, Krishna tells in Gita. Just by remembering the sweetness, the beauty, the limitless power of Krishna, we become purified. Our love awakens. Prabhupada gave a simple analogy. If you put an iron rod in fire, it will become red and hot like fire. It becomes fire. You touch it, you get burnt. Because we become obvious.
I got these wedges. Please, you take some. There, you take some. You take some.
Then, carrying his yogurt and rice in his hand, the Supreme Lord Krishna immediately went out to search for the calves. Lord Brahma had seen Krishna killing the Kasra, and he was astonished. Now he wanted to see more of the power of Krishna, who was playing like an ordinary boy. Therefore, in Krishna's absence, Brahma took all the
What a great wonder. Everyone's love for the boys and calves has gone and increased, just like our love for Krishna. Who else can... This must be the illusion energy, Lord Krishna. Who else can confuse
I am just your servant. So, I deserve your compassion, my Lord. If one can even get the trace of mercy of your lotus feet, then he can understand your great personality, my Lord. But if one tries to speculate to know you, he can never everything. You are the master of all unlimited universes. But still, I just want to offer.
And lastly, we would like to thank all our donors and sponsors. You have been very gracious coming forward and offering whatever little donation that you can. So we really appreciate and very grateful to you. One small request, like every year, the sponsors, they do the sponsor and then they leave and they miss out on the gifts. And then we'll have to chase you and some of you don't even come. So we have a humble request. If you have made any sponsorship, please make sure you go in the back before you leave. There's a table, there are a couple of devotees, and make sure you take your gifts back with you home. Otherwise, I'm going to take it home. So please make sure you collect your gifts before you leave. We got about 45 minutes. We're going to continue with kirtans and anything else. So again, stay where you are. One other last thing. For the midnight aarti, those of us who have sponsored the midnight aarti, we would request you to all come forward. Not right now, just about 10 minutes or 5 minutes before the curtain opens. So just make sure you're in the front, and there will be volunteers here who will give you instruction on how to do the aarti. There will be trays in front, and please make sure that you come forward. If you're in the back, just come forward and make yourself comfortable and just come in front. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
please maintain silence. Especially if you have small kids, please make sure that they are under your observation. Please do not let them anywhere, because today pretty much every single door in the temple is open and there is a chance that your child may get lost. So we request you to make sure that you observe and take care of your kids when they are here. So after the lecture, from 9:30 to 10:30 lecture, there is a short play by our Sunday school kids. One other announcement I want to make is, while the lecture is going on, the children who are part of the Sunday school, they can go to the respective classes. I think they should know where the classes are, and they will be a lecture or some session there, so that way the child doesn't know what to do with it. So please make sure that you can have your kids go to the Sunday school program wherever there is something in the facility. I will speak about the play in about an hour. Immediately following the play, there is going to be more kirtan, and then there is going to be the Maha Arati. Now, like every year, you have the opportunity while the pujaris are performing the Arati, you can also perform the Arati right here on the floor for a small donation of $1,500. We have limited Arati plates, so if you would like to sponsor the midnight Arati, you can come and see me, and then we can arrange. You will have the privilege of being here in the front. There are a couple of devotees here who can help you. So you are there, and then you can perform the Arati on the floor along with the pujaris. So again, we encourage you to please come forward and sponsor the midnight Arati. So shortly we'll have His Holiness begin his talk. As I mentioned, please maintain silence and just get absorbed in Krishna Katha. Hare Krishna. Shri Krishna Janmastami ki, Hare Bhagwan ki.
Sarvani Bhutani Atashatum Arasi Hasana Sarvakanava
all of you to please come forward. There's a lot of space. There's a lot of people standing in the back. Please cover as much space as you can. I guess some of you in the back didn't hear. Please keep moving forward. You need to cover every single space. And as I mentioned, please make sure you maintain silence. Hare Krishna.
धनञ्जनाक्षदाकाय चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरो वैष्णवंश्च श्रीरूपां साग्रजातां सहगना रघुनाथं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपदां सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते जयतं सुरतौ वन्दो मम मन्दमथिर्गति मत्सर्वस्व पदं भोजौ राधा मदनमोहनं दिव्यकुन्दरम्यकल्पद्रुमधा श्रीमान् रत्नाकरासिंहासनस्थौ श्रीराधा श्रीगोविन्ददेवा प्रिस्कालिभिषेकमनुस्मरामि श्रीमाधरासरसारण्ये वंशिवत तथा स्थिता कर्षणवेणुस्वनारगोपीयो गोपीनाथ श्रीस्तुनः तप्तकाञ्चना गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृन्द हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Krishna train from Varanasi heading to the Himalayas for a pilgrimage. It's an ancient temple. In those days you had to walk for several days through Himalayan pathways and climb mountains to reach it. In a cave there was a Shiva Lingam made out of ice. It's always been Swami's man in the world. And I was told in Pashupatinath that all your desires will be fulfilled if you go there. So I was on my way. And the train was really crowded. There was about 300 people in a space that was licensed for 60. caught in a monsoon rainstorm in the agricultural world. It flooded, the engine stopped, and we sat in this lake where all sorts of snakes were swimming around for 20 hours. Finally, at 5 in the morning, we reached a station. It was about 30 hours between stations. And I hadn't drunk any water because there wasn't any except muddy water outside. So I climbed out a window to get some water. Then the train started moving. I tried to get in, but I couldn't get in because it was too crowded, packed with them. I was stranded. And after a few minutes, the railway platform was deserted. And I saw a sadhu sitting nearby and asked, "Where am I?" He said, "This is Mathura, Krishna's birthplace. And today is Janmastami, Krishna's birthday. Let me take you to the Janmastami, the actual site of Krishna's appearance." So that changed my life. And then I thought I would leave in a couple days, but I got typhoid fever and I couldn't leave. And by the time I got better, I wanted to just surrender my heart to Radha, Krishna, and stay in Vrindavan. So Janmastami is a very special day in my life. Srila Prabhupada explains Janmastami is a historical event that is explained in such great scriptures as Srimad Bhagavatam, Harivamsa. But it is also a reality that can personally take place in each and every one of our hearts at any time, any day of the year. Janmastami means the appearance of Krishna. What does it mean for God to be born? This is quite an esoteric idea. Janmadhyashagata. The absolute truth that Brahma Sutra tells is the source of everything that exists, from whom everything and everyone emanates. It tells in Bhagavad Gita, Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samavada. It says, I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise who know this perfectly engage in my loving service and worship me with all their hearts. Aham bija pratapita. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna tells, I'm the seed-giving ultimate father and mother for all living beings. So how was he born? He's never born. But yet, by his own sweet will, he's born. The analogy is given of the sun planet. Around between this time of the year, between 5:30 and 6 o'clock in the morning, the sun rises over Lake Michigan. Do you see? So we say the day begins Actually, the sun is always existing. It's only appearing to our vision at that time. So similarly, as the sun is always existing within this little universe of ours, God is always existing. But his appearance is when he appears. He makes himself seen by us. So it was approximately 5,000 years ago that Krishna personally appeared within this world. And ultimately, Krishna tells in the Gita, Ishvara sarvabhutanam hrideshya janatishti. That I'm within the heart of every living being. As the Paramatma, Krishna is everywhere and in everything. Vadanti tat bhavitas tattvam yajpanamatmaya kameti paramatmiti bhagavan. That the Lord has three features eternally. Brahma, the all-pervading, inherently impersonal light that's within and without everything that exists. The all-pervading energy. The Paramatma, who's not only personally within the heart of every living being, but is present in every atomic particle. And Bhagavan, the supreme, eternal, all-loving, all-beautiful personality of God. Krishna, or the Supreme Lord, is in our hearts. Always in our hearts. Our friend, our witness, but never interferes with our free will. If we choose to connect with him, he's there forever. If we choose to try to find some sort of pleasure and meaning independent of him, and he allows. He's always there waiting. Gaivi Yeshu Pranamai Mama Maya Dora Mami Vami Prapadyanti Mayame Tatra. Krishna tells, when we decide to be independent of the Lord, and we enter into this atmosphere of material life, then the ahankara, the false ego, gives us this misconception. The eternal soul that's full of love of God, whose nature is to forever access God's love. That's unborn, undying, full of knowledge and ananda. By nature, ecstatic. Not just happy, but ecstatic. Ever increasing happiness that cannot be interrupted by anything. That's who we are. That's what's inside of us. When we think through the ego, the intelligence of the mind, I'm this body. And all the designations of the body. Different races, different complexions, different social backgrounds, different religious backgrounds. When we're divided from our own self through these misconceptions, trying to enjoy becoming a controller, proprietor, and enjoyer of temporary things. It's quite frustrating. And we become subject to so many weaknesses. And the ego propagates our weaknesses to be our strengths. Lust, anger, envy, greed, arrogance, illusion. People think, without those, how will I enjoy it? And people become very empowered, rule over others on the strength of arrogance or greed. But in a culture, society, we understand that these are truly weaknesses. Real strength is not on the basis of our finance, on the basis of how many championships we win with our physical skills. It's not based on how many PhDs or MAs we have, Nobel Prizes. It's based on how we overcome envy and greed through humility, compassion, through self-realization. So God is there in our hearts. We don't see it. Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita, Yegatamam prapadyante tamstataiva. That as somebody surrenders, as we take shelter, as we harmonize our lives with the will of the Lord reveals himself to us. Janmastami is when, by the sincerity of our devotion, we begin to awaken the nature of our own soul. And then Krishna appears to us within our heart. The sun is always there, but it's complete, we're in complete darkness until the sun reveals to us. And similarly, in the darkness of suffering and ignorance and the conflict in this world, individually, collectively, Krishna's there. Krishna Surya Samaya Vaya Anura, the supreme ultimate light. By this chanting of Krishna's names, especially in this age of power, we can cleanse the heart. And Krishna reveals that he's not different than his name. Sri Radha reveals she's not different than her name. Krishna's not only in and between every atom, but especially appears with the most beautiful form of the deity. How much are we seeing? If our eyes, the Brahma Samhita tells, Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vimochane. When our eyes are ornamented with love, then we can see Krishna in the deity. We could hear Krishna in his name. We could see Krishna in the heart of every living being. That's natural. So Janmastami is a day when we not only celebrate the historical appearance of Krishna, but individually and together, we are making a resolution, commitment to follow the path by which Krishna will appear within our hearts. There's a beautiful verse in Srimad Bhagavatam. Ete Chamchakala Punsha Krishnastu Bhagavas. And there are many, many incarnations of the Lord that have appeared throughout the ages. And each one of them is God appearing within the world. And when we are sincere within our hearts, but of all the incarnations, it is described that they are all expansions of Krishna, the source of everything. Aishwarayasya samagrasya pyarayasya rashashashya. The author of the Vedas is Vedavyas. His father is Parasara Muni. He's the author of the Vishnu Purana. And he wrote a very important verse. He's giving a definition of Bhagavan. Anyone can say, I am Bhagavan, or she or he is Bhagavan. But what is actually the meaning of Bhagavan? One who possesses the six primary opulences or excellences forever to an unlimited degree. What is most attractive in this world? People work for, people long for, to have it, to be with somebody who has it. We become attractive when we have beauty, strength, knowledge, fame. Renunciation. If somebody in this world has even a tiny little speck of God's qualities, it's incredible how they can attract. Somebody has a little beauty, a little skill, and on the internet, they can get billions of people watching. Literally. I heard some ladies singing and dancing. Billions of people watch it. But in about 30 years, they're only going to be watching the old ones. Because beauty goes away. No matter who we are, it's temporary. How long do we live? In light of eternity, if we live 90 or 100 years, it's not much. And usually after 70, there's not much you can do anyway. So beauty is limited. And it perishes. And ultimately death takes everything. Wealth attracts. Fame attracts. Strength, knowledge, and renunciation. Bhagavan means one who has all those qualities, infinitely, ever increasing forever. Can anyone say that they have that? Krishna tells in Gita, even a tiny little spark of my splendor can illuminate the universe. So God is all attractive. And his most attractive feature is the infinity of his love for everyone. For every soul. We think that we have an overpopulation of humans. But there's a soul in the plants, in the grass, in the insects, in all the animals and birds and fishes and the sea. Not only in this tiny little earth planet, but in all the planets of the universe and all the universes in creation and beyond this universe in the spiritual world. Sundradam Sarvabhutanam. Krishna is the intimate, loving, well-wishing friend of everyone, just waiting for us to turn to him. Never gives up. Saying, it is common that people say God is great. But what does that mean? He has all his opulences to unlimited degree. And actually, all opulences, all incredible good qualities that people have, it's not really ours. They're just little sparks of God's that we're entrusted with for some time. Bhaktaram Jagatapasam Sarvalokaneshwar. Krishna is the proprietor of everything. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna tells him, I'm the strength of the strong. I'm the intelligence of the intelligent. I'm the beauty of the beautiful. He's the source of our life. When we recognize that and utilize whatever we have in a spirit of devotion, gratitude, harmony, it's so simple. It's actually the simplest thing. But because, just like if you've never smoked cigarettes, the simplest thing in the world is to not smoke cigarettes. Yes. It's not like a 5-year-old child who never smoked a cigarette. Oh, I hate it. Let's even think about it. It's so easy. But if you become addicted to it, then it's very difficult to just be natural again. In the same way, it's completely the simplest thing in all of the world. It's so totally natural to be happy, to be ecstatic in love with God, and to feel God's love, and to be a well-wisher of everyone. It's natural. But because of many births have been habituated, selfish way of life, disconnected, it becomes very difficult. Srila Prabhupada said Krishna consciousness is simple for the simplicated, simple for the simple, and complicated for the complicated. And somehow this world really has an influence to complicate our lives. Just the other day, I sitting alone, and I was watching a spider making his web. And then I saw a little fly fly in the web. And at first, he was just kind of like 1 foot kind of stuck. But then in his efforts, he was really enthusiastic to get out. But in every one of his efforts to get out, he became more entangled until after a while, he couldn't even see the little fly. I don't know if it was a male or female fly, because I don't know how to talk to these swamis aren't supposed to evaluate on that level anyway. But after some time, it was just a white ball just moving around. Completely entrapped, entangled, and covered with this web. And through our world, Maya is like that web. The more we try to get out of the difficulties, the more we become entangled in the difficulties. It's endlessly beautiful, Krishna. When we chant God's name and live with devotion, Krishna sees our sincerity. Krishna removes us. I took a little leaf and removed the fly. And he flew away. It's so simple. The spider wasn't so happy. But he wasn't around. Doing something else. So this is bhakti. When we lose that connection, the knowledge, the understanding, it's by the higher power of grace that we can be liberated from all these illusions and live according to our nature and truly be happy. And the more we discover that limitless happiness that's within our hearts, then we can be an instrument to share that happiness with others. But if one person or 2 people or millions of people, there's no greater joy than that within this little time we're in this body. So Krishna comes into this world to give us that chance, to remind us of what we have forgotten. In the 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna tells, Yada yada hi dharmasya dharma bhavati yutanam dharmasya tadharmanam srajami. Wherever there is a decline in dharma, or true spiritual principles, and rise and I descend to this world. Paritranaya sadhuna vinashaya chudustika dharma samstapanardaya samlavami yogesha. In order to protect the pious, the innocent, to annihilate the miscreants, and to reestablish the true principles of the nature, they come to this world again and again. Srila Prabhupada and our acharyas tell that actually through so many different incarnations, through material nature itself, these things can be accomplished through empowering human beings within this world. God doesn't have to come in his original eternal form. Krishna explains in the next verse a very profound secret. Janma karma cha medyam evam bhavitita yakpa devam punarjama yamimameva sutra. The one who understands the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities within this world never takes birth again in this world, but attains the eternal abode. Krishna comes in his original form, as he did on Janmastami, to attract our hearts. He performed the most beautiful leelas, pastimes, especially in Vrindavan, to invite us into this world of ecstatic, eternal, loving reciprocation. Lord Brahma, in Brahma Samhita, he describes so eloquently the nature of Krishna and his abode, and how it all relates to this material world, all the transformations within the universe of creation, how it relates to all the devatas, the empowered beings, the illusory energy. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who was Krishna, who came in the role of a devotee to teach us how to love him and know him and be happy, he came to ISKCON River. Beautiful. He took his bath in that river, and on the banks he came to the ancient historical temple of ISKCON. When he saw this timeless deity, Krishna, Vishnu, he danced beautifully and chanted the holy names. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. His chanting was with so much compassion. Parama Karuna Pavunta Vijayanti Thai Goroja. And he danced. When he danced, he wasn't just performing like so many dancers. Every movement of his body during kirtan was an offering of his pure love to Krishna. And that's what kirtan is. When we move our bodies and dance, we're offering our mind through hearing the holy names, our voice through chanting the holy names, our hearts by the sincerity in which we're hearing and chanting, and our entire body is an offering of sincere devotion, an offering of the intent to love God. Real kirtan is sharanagati. It's surrender, body, mind, heart and soul. Thousands of villagers. If you go to ISKCON temple, it's kind of in the middle of nowhere. The banks of this beautiful little river. But the word spread that Gauranga is dancing, chanting. Thousands of people, just by seeing that and chanting with them, they all attain the highest perfection of life. After the kirtan, he was speaking to some of the priests, the pundits, the scholars, and the common people who were there. And they told him about what they had in the temple. Nowhere else in the world did this exist. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was actually searching for it. because it's such an important document. But they had it. An original manuscript of Brahma Samhita, the 5th chapter. And he heard the various Brahmins there chanting. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was so deeply absorbed in ecstatic love. He personally copied the scripture so he could take it with him and keep it with him wherever he goes. The invocation of the 5th chapter of Brahma Samhita, Lord Brahma, the author, wrote this beginning with the creation. It says, Ishvara Parama Krishna, Satchit Ananda Vigraha, Anatira Tira Govinda Sarva Karana Karana. Ishvara means a Lord, a controller. Everyone is an Ishvara to some extent. The husband wants to control the wife. Usually the wife controls the husband. You want to control your children, but the children don't want to be controlled by you. We want to control our business or our money, but there's always something that obstructs us. The demigods are controllers of universal departments. Politicians want to control various aspects of governments. It's Tuli Sarveshwareshwara. Ishvara Parama. Krishna is the ultimate, supreme controller of everything. Satchitananda Vigraha. This is very important. The principle of Bhagavan. Krishna's body, his personality, is eternal, full of knowledge and full of bliss. When Krishna appears within this world, Avajanuti Mamutam Manusindara. Unfortunately, people think that he's like us, he just has a body. But Krishna's body is eternal, full of knowledge, full of bliss. It's spiritual, it's not material. It's forever. You can smell everything and see everything and taste everything. But yet, he appears in such a way that he's like us, so that they can totally fall in love with him intimately. Ishvara Sarva, Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha, Anadya Radhya Govinda Sarva Karana. He's the origin of everything that exists, the cause of all causes. In the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna manifests his Virat Rupa, his universal form to Arjuna. Just a little glimpse of what God is. He saw how he's actually the source, the maintainer, the creator, the destroyer of everything that exists. He saw this form of the universe, God personified. Arjuna was trembling in fear. How do you love someone like that? You can fear him. If you see him, you definitely obey him. You see all that fire coming out of everything. But when Krishna appears on this day of Janmastami, he appears like a little baby. He's hungry for his mother's love. He's eager to play with his friends. And he's happy to be defeated by them in their games. And ultimately, he's completely captivates the hearts of the gopis. And he totally is captivated by the gopis and captivates them. So Krishna's appearance in this world is a time when he's come to attract our hearts. To attract our hearts from the illusions, all the superficial things that we consider to be so important. To attract our hearts to what we're really always seeking. Everyone is seeking Krishna's love, Krishna's beauty. But somehow or other, we're distracted. Krishna comes to remind us. And it's not that he just appeared 5,000 years ago, because the beautiful pastimes that he performed at that time are recorded in these wonderful scriptures, and they're forever in the hearts of great devotees of the Lord. And every time we hear them, we're there, we're with him. According to our sincerity, our eagerness, according to how much we really want this love and self-realization, we will taste, we will experience Krishna's pastimes through the sound vibration of reading about them or hearing them. Because it's a transcendental vibration. Krishna tells in Gita, if we remember him, we become purified. Om Pavitra Pavitro Sarvavastamgata Yasmare Pundarikaksha Saparayantadasucha. Just by remembering the sweetness, the beauty, the limitless power of Krishna, we become purified. Our love awakens. Prabhupada gave a simple analogy. If you put an iron rod in fire, it will become red and hot like fire. It becomes fire. If you touch it, you get burnt. Because we become what we associate. When we associate with Krishna, who's all attractive, by being with people who are trying to love Krishna, or those who do love Krishna, by being with Krishna through the chanting of his names and hearing of his beautiful teachings in Bhagavad Gita, or his pastimes in Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, by offering our prayers to the beauty of the deity on the altar, we become attracted. Our love awakens. Krishna comes to establish his personality and his love for his devotees, so that people for all time to come, at that time and after, have a chance to revive our original consciousness. Srimad Bhagavatam tells a story of Krishna's appearance. In order to properly digest it, access it, our consciousness is important. Parikshit Maharaj was a king who was destined to die in 7 days. By the time the 10th canto came, think about 4 days had already passed. He had only 3 days to live. And it was guaranteed. He spoke to Sukadev Goswami, the pure, self-realized great yogi, the path of Bhakti. He said, I have not drunk any water or taken any food in all these 4 days. But just hearing about Krishna from you, I'm so satisfied. I feel nothing but fulfillment. Please explain the beautiful pastimes of how Krishna came to this world, and especially his loving relations with his devotees in Vrindavan, the most intimate revelation of all spiritual truths. It was for that purpose that Krishna came. Parikshit Maharaj was so eager. He was so sincere. His heart was completely drinking the sound vibration of Krishna Katha. And to the degree we have that sincerity, when we hear about Krishna, when we chant Krishna's names, and when we render service to Krishna as the servant of the servant of the servant of the servants, we become liberated in Krishna's love. And that is Amrit. Amrit means it is ever increasing and everlasting. So the time has expired. Janmastami is the most wonderful festival in all of the year. And when we're in the proper mood to humble ourselves and take shelter of the Supreme Lord and really focus on the importance of reconnecting with Krishna in our lives and sharing that connection with Krishna with others. Srila Prabhupada crossed oceans when he had nothing and no one. And on that Jaladuta, he offered a prayer. Krishna, I just want to give you to them. Please help me. Srila Prabhupada did not want anything from anyone. He just wanted to give Krishna to everyone, anyone, and everyone else. And he circled the world 13 times, and he wrote so many beautiful books. And this year, Janmastami, it's also the time of the 50th anniversary. Srila Prabhupada establishing his mission of compassion. We have wonderful devotees who are here today, who have for years and years and years given their hearts and souls to share this love with others. Not only by their own qualities and prayers, but by distributing Srila Prabhupada's books to others. We all have this opportunity. When we ask Prabhupada You've given us everything. You've given your whole life just to share this treasure of bhakti with us. How could we be paid? He asked us for two things. He's personally speaking to all of us. He said, just open your heart to sincerely receive it and share it with others. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
I wish you a very happy Janmastami. In our own little ways, let us celebrate Janmastami every day. And let us share this gift with each other. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Maharaj, for your wonderful lecture on Janmastami. So the next event, we're going to have a short play by our Sunday school kids. I believe they're getting ready. So they should be, we need this aisle clear. If we could all move to the back so they could come in. They're going to perform this play on Brahma's bewilderment, which is a section within Srimad Bhagavatam depicting how Brahma was bewildered. And this play will depict, or you can see how Brahma was bewildered and how Krishna clarified that bewilderment. So we request you to all be seated and watch this wonderful play by our Sunday school kids. Hare Krishna. Let us all loudly chant Hare Krishna. Please everybody raise your arms. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Okay, the show is not over yet. Please, if you could all take your seats. Immediately following the drama, we will have Kirtan just before the midnight Aarti. If those of you who are here would like to sponsor the midnight Aarti, please come and see me so that we know we can arrange the Aarti trays for you. While the Aarti is happening on the altar, you could also perform Aarti on the floor here. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Chapter 7 of Bhagavad Gita describes the knowledge about Krishna's energies. There is no truth superior to Krishna, and everything rests upon him. But even great scholars and yogis cannot understand the position of Lord Krishna. Krishna says that out of many thousands of men, one may try for perfection, and of those who have achieved perfection, hardly one knows me in truth. After many births and deaths, he who actually in knowledge surrenders unto me, knowing me to be the cause of all causes. Such a great soul is very rare. Even the great demigods get confused about Lord Krishna's real position, because Krishna is their origin. No one can understand Krishna as he is by their material senses, but he reveals himself to the devotees, being pleased by their loving service to him. Today, in our play, we are presenting a pastime of Lord Krishna that shows how Lord Brahma gets bewildered about Lord Krishna's position, seeing him as an ordinary child playing with his friends.
One day, Krishna was enjoying a picnic in the forest. While he was playing with his friends, there appeared a great demon named Aghasura. He was the brother of Putana and Bakasura, who were killed by Krishna. When he saw them playing, he decided to kill them. He became a huge python and spread his mouth like a big cave to swallow Krishna and his friends. Krishna's friends wanted to play in that cave, and they fearlessly entered the mouth of Aghasura, knowing well that Krishna is the supreme protector.
When Krishna saw his friends entering the mouth of Aghasura, he, the omnipotent and most merciful Lord, thought of saving his friends and also killing the demon. He entered the mouth of Aghasura and expanded his body to a very large size. Aghasura also tried to expand his body to a very big size, but he suffocated and his eyes popped up. Demigods in heaven began to glorify the Lord. Lord Brahma was very astonished at this brilliant act of child Krishna. Krishna performed this pastime of saving his friends and giving liberation to Aghasura when he was only 5 years old, but it was disclosed in Brajabhumi after 1 year, as if it had taken place on the same day. Maharaj Parikshit, who was very attentively hearing this pastime from Shukadeva Goswami, respectfully inquired about this mystery.
O great sage, Lord Shri Krishna performed the killing of Aghasura in his childhood age, but his friends describe it in his boyhood age as if it was a very recent event. Why the cowherd boys did not discuss the death of Aghasura until after the year had passed? I am very much confused about this.
It is true nature of death devotees to inquire of Krishna at every moment. It is the activities of the Supreme Lord are very confidential and are difficult to be understood by an ordinary man. But I shall tell them to you, as you are a very sincere and submissive disciple. After killing the demon Aghasura, Krishna led his cowherd boys and the calves to the
Carrying his yogurt and rice in his hand, the Supreme Lord Krishna immediately went out to search for the calves. Lord Brahma had seen Krishna killing Akasura, and he was astonished. Now he wanted to see more of the power of Krishna, who was playing like an ordinary boy. Therefore, in Krishna's absence, Brahma took all the boys and calves to another place. Lord Brahma saw the Supreme Brahman by whose energy this entire universe, with its moving and non-moving living beings, is manifested.
My Lord Vishnu! My Lord!
Then, by the power of the effulgence of those Vishnu Murtis, Lord Brahma's all the senses jolted by astonishment and stunned by transcendental bliss, he became silent. The Lord of Saraswati was mystified. Then the most merciful Lord Krishna removed the curtain of his yoga.
Oh Lord! Just see my audacity! Just to taste your power! To test your power! I tried to cover you with my illusory energy. You, the Lord of the Lords, the unlimited one, the super soul, the primeval super soul, my Lord, who can bewilder even the masters of illusion. I tried to cover you, my Lord. Please, please forgive my great offense, my Lord. Please forgive me. Who am I? Who am I before you, my Lord? I am nothing but just a spark before a great fire. Therefore, kindly excuse my offense, my Lord. My eyes were bewildered with the darkness of ignorance, my Lord. Darkness of ignorance. I thought that I am the unborn creator. Foolishly, I was thinking that I am the controller. I am the independent personality, independent of my lordship. Please forgive me, my Lord. But I am just your servant. So, I deserve your compassion, my Lord. If one can even get the trace of mercy of your lotus feet, then he can understand your great personality, my Lord. But one tries to speculate to know you, he can never understand you, even if he goes on studying the Vedas years after years. But your friends, your cowherd friends, they are never bewildered about your personality, my Lord, because their love is true for you in devotion. That is why, therefore I request you, my Lord, that may I be born as one of your devotees. May I serve your lotus feet, life after life. My Lord, you are the seer and knower of everything. You are the master of all unlimited universes. But still, I just want to offer this one universe unto your lotus feet, my Lord. Please forgive me. Now I request to take your leave, my Lord. I request to take your leave.
How's that? Krishna, you came back so quick, we didn't even eat anything yet. Now let's all start eating.
Let's all offer our obeisances.
We asked Mother Archana to just come up with a play, and she took a matter of few days. She said 3 days. I think it should be less than 3 days. She put this together, and the kids getting them together, because I know my kids were on the phone doing the rehearsal over the phone. So she's an amazing devotee. She's been doing a good job, perfect job, I should say, performing these different plays. So now, while the kids are taking the little snap for the newspaper, we got about 45 minutes left before the Maha Aarti. I wanted to acknowledge few devotees, especially our festival team. They have done a fantastic job putting this festival together. Every festival that has happened this year, this team has come forward and gone above and beyond. So let us give them a big round of applause. For the festival team. The wonderful decoration that you see around here, this was done by our Russian devotees, and they've been doing this every single festival. And lastly, we would like to thank all our donors and sponsors. You have been very gracious, coming forward and offering whatever little donation that you can. So we really appreciate and very grateful to you. One small request, like every year, the sponsors, they do the sponsor and then they leave and they miss out on the gifts. And then we'll have to chase you, and some of you don't even come. So we have a humble request. If you have made any sponsorship, please make sure you go in the back before you leave. There's a table, there are a couple of devotees, and make sure you take your gifts back with you home. Otherwise, I'm going to take it home. So please make sure you collect your gifts before you leave. We got about 45 minutes. We're going to continue with kirtans and anything else. So again, stay where you are. One other last thing, for the midnight aarti, those of us who have sponsored the midnight aarti, we would request you to all come forward. Not right now, just about 10 minutes or 5 minutes before the curtain opens. So just make sure you're in the front, and there will be volunteers here who will give you instruction on how to do the aarti. There will be trays in front, and please make sure that you come forward. If you're in the back, just come forward and make yourself comfortable and just come in the front. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavan, Radhe Krishna. Shri Govinda Gopinatha Jaya Mahava Shri Govinda Gopinatha Jaya Shri Govinda Gopinatha Jaya Radha. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shishi Kishore Kishori ki. Raise your arms, chant, chant. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Namaste, Sarasate Dev, Gauravaani Prachare Me, Nirveshesha, Sunyavare, Pashatyade Shakhare Me. Prabhupada. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhattacharya. Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhattacharya. Chan chan chan. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Bring it down. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama. Srila Prabhupada ki, Shri Shri ki, Sri Krishna Janmastami ki, Jai Gaura Premanandi Hare. Thank you so much, everybody. So prasadam will be served upstairs.